Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the press briefing from the Trust Africa Initiative. My name is Chetan Thierry Nwala. I'm the Executive Director of Trust Africa Initiative, and here with me are some of my colleagues in our association. Our attention have been drawn to a media charge granted by the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, where amongst other things he rains several abuses on the person of Honorable Justice Adolphus ENEBELI retired. It is quite sad and unfortunate that because of politics and the political interest of the minister will stoop so low to make such irresponsible remark against such a jurist who has made his mark on the bench. What is further sad about what Wike did during the validity, what Wike said, is that it was this same Nyesom Wike who, during the validated section of Justice ENEBELI, rained several praises, eulogized him, thanked him for his service to the state. And it must be said on record that Justice ENEBELI served the River State Judiciary for about 31 years, first as a magistrate and then as a judge of the State High Court, where cumulatively he served the state for 31 years. This Chief Nyesom Wike also noted this particular fact during his validated speech, during the validated section, marking the retirement of Honorable Justice Adolphus ENEBELI, and also thanked him so much for serving the state meritoriously and for being an example to other judges and justices within the state and from the state. It is really unfortunate that at this particular time, because of the political turmoil in River State, and because of what is happening, Chief Nyesom Wike has backed down on that particular statement and is now raining this level of abuses on the person of Honorable Justice Adolphus ENEBELI retired. It is an unfortunate one. We condemn it in all entirety, and we call on Chief Nyesom Wike to retract his statement because it doesn't actually show how a proper riversman behaves in circumstances like this. It is really unfortunate and it is sad that he would make all the utterances he has made against a very reputable and responsible jurist. Let's also not forget that it was still this same Chief Nyesom Wike who actually went ahead to appoint Honorable Justice Adolphus ENEBELI as the research chairman of River State. Today you said he is corrupt, but when you appointed him, didn't you realize that he was corrupt? When you appointed him, didn't you realize that he was bad, he loved money? How come you appointed him, knowing fully well and having eulogized him, praised him during his validated section, you were excited with his service, and all of a sudden, because he no longer agrees with your political ideology, he is now corrupt, he is now everything bad, because he no longer agrees with you. And what is further unfortunate is that this is not the first time we are seeing the Honorable Minister make statements like this about people that do not support his political ideology. It is not the first time. On several occasions, we have had a minister make statements like this whenever he falls out with his political allies. He makes uncomplimentary statements about them. We saw what he did with Dr. Peter Dele in this particular state. We saw how he insulted and abused the other statesman. Unfortunately, so for us, we also know that even those who are with him today, the moment they disagree with him politically, he will still make these uncomplimentary statements against them. But he always forgets that usually he says good things about people and rain praises on them, but he would not actually look at their character. It is when they leave him, they now have bad character. So anybody who is not with Wike has bad character. So I want to urge all Nigerians, that they should not, people like Chief Barrister Wike should not be taken seriously when it comes to character judgment, because he does not have the capacity to judge who has a good character or who has bad character. Because over time it has shown, even in his own character. It is this same Nyesom Wike that today will say A and tomorrow he will say B, and deny that he didn't say A yesterday. And for such a person, should we take his words seriously? It is unfortunate, and this has necessitated this particular press briefing today. You know, when you come up to say a man is corrupt, you should be able to back your statement with evidence. There is no evidence anywhere being produced by either Nyesom Wike or whomever to state that Justice ENEBELI is corrupt in any way. No evidence anywhere. We do not even have anywhere he was indicted while he served in Rivers State as a judge and even as a magistrate. He was never indicted in any way. How come are we now saying, is Nyesom now saying today that he is corrupt? How come he's now saying that he loves money? If he has this evidence, it is not about making these bogus claims against such a personality. We expect him to as well go further to produce evidence to buttress his point. And every allegation he has laid against people who have left him politically, he has never produced any evidence to show forth that these persons are what he has claimed that they are. It is really actually sad. It is actually unfortunate. Let me also state this. That is unfortunate that for a jurist who has had this remarkable stand and career over the years, that a chief barrister, Nyesom, who happens to be a lawyer and a life bencher, and a lawyer whom we know has never practiced law anywhere, or does not even have any record where he actually practiced law or did a matter from start to finish and a judgment was entered either in his favor or against him anywhere. We'll talk to a jurist of this magnitude or call a jurist of this magnitude the names he has called him. Of course, Nyesom is a life bencher, but how he became life bencher, well, that is a discussion for another day. But we must tell ourselves truth in this particular state, that these uncomplimentary statements against perceived political opponents by the former Rivers State governor should be avoided. It is condemnable and things that we frown at. And as a body, we are stating clearly that these allegations by the former governor of Rivers State, they are unfounded. And we're challenging to produce evidence of corrupt practices by this particular reputable judge who actually retired just a few years ago. It is really unfortunate. It is sad that he is taking up these particular actions the way he has taken it. And as an organization, as a body, we condemn it in all entirety. And we call on the Minister of the FCT to retract his statement. We're also urging the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President TINUBU, to call Wike to order. To call Wike to order, because what he has succeeded in doing is to put the state in the crisis the state is facing today. And it's unfortunate. And you cannot just wake up and look at reputable persons of our society. You call them names all just to push your personal political agenda. All the while, just ENEBELI had flowed with him. We didn't hear these things. While all of a sudden, why suddenly he has realized that just ENEBELI is corrupt. So for us, we are saying that we don't take Nyesom serious. We don't take his statements serious. And we urge all Nigerians not to also take him serious. Because for us, those statements have no basis. We are challenging as an organization to produce evidence of his statement. It is not about making allegations and making statements, bogus claims like this. We expect him to produce evidence to back it up. When he is unable to produce such evidence and to back it up, then Nigerians will know that his statement holds no water. So when Nigerians realizes that his statement holds no water because it was not backed by evidence or by anything, then of course there is no need to, what we want to do is to make Nigerians understand that what he's saying is not correct. And that is what we have done. And we'll keep stating it. And if we wait for him, he's unable to produce necessary evidence to that effect, we will definitely come back to the press and inform Nigerians that they have actually seen that what he has said is not correct and that he should not be taken seriously.
So you're not willing to take legal action against him?
No, it is not. It is not in our position to take legal action. It will be in the position of my Lord Justice Adolphus Enebeli to take such legal action against him. He understands the law. He knows the procedure. It is not for us to even tell him what to do. So it is not within the powers of the organization to go take such legal actions because it's a personal damage done to him. But unfortunately, the reason why we are interested in this particular matter is because we know the contribution he has made to our society and to our state. And we are also trying to make Nigerians understand that what Chief Nyesom has done is not right, it's not proper, and for the younger generation to understand that what has happened is not leadership. And that is not how a leader should talk. The way the FCT minister has spoken is not how we expect a leader to talk in this circumstance.
Is within the right of the man who is at the center of it to either take it up as a libelous statement against him, against his person. I'm here in solidarity with this foundation because a statement was made against a retired judge of the Rivers State Judiciary who has served. And it is worthy of note that during his days as a judge, there is no judgment of Honorable Justice Enebeli retired has been overturned by a higher court. That is a record. that even the person who made this statement cannot even discredit. So all of a sudden, because he has fallen out with you, especially on your political ideology, he has now become a corrupt man. He's one corrupt man you have never seen in your entire life. Anybody who goes against him, who does not agree with him, becomes an enemy. So the whole world knows who he is. And we are sending a very strong message to the president. He should be aware of him. Because tomorrow, the moment they fall out, we begin to call him names. He has that antecedent. The records are there. So it is within the right of the learned jurist to either take it up or decide to let it lie low. But we as concerned citizens, we need to take this step to let the whole people know, to let the world know that is someone who says A in the morning and the evening he says B. Recall that this same APC government that he's working in close relationship with today, he berated them in the past, calling APC a cancerous party. But today he's there, whining and dining with them. So he's someone that shouldn't be taken seriously. And that is the essence of granting this press release, this press statement, so that people, the world would know the kind of person he is. ENEBELI, if he has Justice ENEBELI, if he has a bad record, we have never heard of it. All of a sudden, because he is the head of RISEC, he has conducted an election, and the Supreme Court justices in their wisdom said election did not follow through the normal process, did not follow electoral act. Even though we have not even studied to know where electoral act affects local government elections. And the chairman has said, okay, we are going to have another election. And because he has said that, he has become corrupt. So people shouldn't take him seriously. The state must move on. And that's why we must issue this statement for people to understand that Justice ENEBELI is a man of impeccable character who has been in the judiciary for several years and retired meritoriously, where encomiums were poured on him, including the man who made a statement against him.
Well, just to add, proven integrity and impeccable character, and that was why he was highly recommended, and that was why he was also appointed into the position of the chairman of RISEC. And today we are coming to say that the same man that has impeccable, unshakable integrity for over 31 years, which he has served the government, no case, no report of corruption on his part, and today, because he's not supporting his perceived candidate, he has now become corrupt. Those allegations are highly unsubstantiated, baseless, and that is all we must say. And we are calling on him to retract those statements made against the person and character of Honorable Justice ENEBELI, retired.